Hey everyone, Andrea Praber here with Great Expectations Realty, and it is Monday, which means it's time for What's Up Ocala. So I want to take a minute to remind everyone to go ahead and click the subscribe button if you enjoy watching the content that comes out of our channel. We are constantly uploading new videos for you guys. So if you want to know about everything that's going on in Ocala and real estate and what stuff there is to do, what's coming up, different subdivisions, I mean pretty much anything and everything that's going on, definitely click that subscribe button. Maybe you just like to watch us and you're from another area and you just think we're goofy as all get out and you just want to share the fun. That is totally cool too. Won't hold it against you. Anyway, but definitely remind you to click that subscribe button. So as you can tell, I am in my backyard. It is that time of year where we in Ocala come out of hibernation, and we actually go outside and enjoy the good old outdoors because it is gorgeous. So yeah, it's just kind of that time. It's so beautiful outside. One of the things that I do want to tell you though is, like, every time somebody comes down here and they're new to our area, they're like, why do you guys have such weird grass? I mean, for me personally, at this point, it's not weird anymore. But I mean, if you really look at it, it's a little different. I don't know, it's like the St. Augustine grass or whatever. Anyway, it's a little different. I keep leaning down because I don't have my tripod out here, so probably should have brought that out. But I just threw some flip-flops on. I just got home from work and I just wanted to just kind of enjoy a little bit of sunshine and the cool weather and a breeze, and I don't know, it's just nice out. So anyway, I'm totally getting in the hammock soon. Plus my entire house smells like food because I'm cooking dinner in, yeah. All right. Today, wow. Okay. Monday. Okay, so our mortgage interest rates, we'll start with that. Let's do the real estate stuff. We'll get that out of the way. What do you think? Mortgage interest rates as of today, the 30-year is at 3.003%, 15-year is at 2.234%. So if you are interested in getting a mortgage, it is still definitely good timing for that. I know everybody's like, oh my goodness, the house prices are so up. Have you seen the rental prices? Ugh. Yeah, house prices got nothing on the rental price. The rental prices are like so sky high. I was shocked. I was looking at some houses over in Silver Spring Shores for like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. They're renting for like $1,800 a month. That is ridiculous, okay? Ridiculous. So yeah, astronomical prices. If you're really not sure if you want to buy because of the interest rate or because of the prices of the houses, look at the interest rates and look at the rentals and then be like, no. And I can promise you the rental rates are going to continue to escalate at least for another year, possibly 2. So because we just, yeah, they are starting a whole bunch of apartment complexes and stuff to help with that workforce housing. Wow, that is really hard to say. Say that 5 times fast. Workforce housing. That's not low income, that's workforce. So like if you work at, it's like blue collar basically. But there's like nothing out there for people. So if you want, an apartment, there's waiting lists at the apartment complexes. So there's just not enough housing out there. So basically they are building a bunch of apartment complexes, which is great, but that's going to take a good year or 2 for those to really make an impact. So for the next year or 2, we're kind of, what you see is what you get. And with the housing market the way it is, a lot of homeowners or property owners, they're selling. So if you are renting or you're thinking that you want to wait to purchase and continue renting, your rent's going up. It just is. It will. And you may even if you don't care if the rent goes up necessarily, but you still want to stay where you're at, the property owner may go ahead and decide to sell and not give you that option. They may sell and you don't even know they sold. It's kind of crazy. So definitely would highly recommend getting your affairs in order and getting ready to purchase a home, because that is definitely, out of everything, that is definitely more stable for you and your family financially than renting, especially right now. All right, so cool stuff happening. Well, let's get the rest of the real estate stuff. We actually had a pretty decent day in real estate, I guess. It was very stable. We had 46 new listings, 41 went pending, so kind of half and half there. And then price increase 1, price decrease 16. That's an interesting week. We were basically going lower, not higher, so kind of interesting there. Sold, we had 25, so it's definitely still very much a seller's market, but the prices aren't escalating. They're not going crazy. In fact, they may even be coming down just a touch. So good news if you are out there purchasing right now. All right, so we got the real estate out of the way. It's like you got to have your dinner before you can have dessert, right? All right, so cool stuff that's going on. We are doing the fall festival, the pumpkins and everything, all of that fun stuff over at Timberline Farms. It's every single weekend in October. It's gonna be, it's really cool. It's not Halloween stuff or anything. It's basically, so if you're not, if you don't do the Halloween stuff, that's totally cool. It's literally like pumpkins and fall stuff, and they don't have a corn maze, but it's still a lot of really fun stuff. It's kind of like the butterfly festival, but just in October. It's basically when the weather turns really nice out. So we're going to be doing that with them. That's every single weekend in October. It's going to be Friday evenings, afternoon evenings, and then Saturday, and then Sunday afternoon. Saturday it's like all day. It's like 10 to 7 or 10 to 8 or something like that. It's crazy. But we're going to be giving away a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to have our tent there. I'm going to be there at different times. I'm not going to do the whole thing by myself. There is like a whole slew of us. So definitely come out and get to know the crew. You will definitely know them from our YouTube channel. If you watch it regularly, you'll see a whole bunch of really interesting individuals that we have as agents with our company. Absolutely adore them all. So definitely come out and say hi. So everybody's on the schedule for that, and they're all like, wanting to do this, that, and the other, and they're just, it's a lot of fun. In fact, Carlos and Alati, they started a podcast together, which is a lot of fun. But they actually are doing the podcast on Friday evenings is when they record it, and this is their third podcast coming up this Friday, and I was voluntold that I am their guest, so we should have a lot of fun with that. I will try to record it and then actually have you guys check out the podcast. So if you miss anything from my show, you can actually catch it on theirs. So really should be a lot of fun. I have no idea what they're going to do to me. They're like, yeah, we've got some surprise questions. I'm like, what is it? Stump the broker? What are we doing here? But should be a lot of fun. But we're actually going to do that one on location. So we're actually going to do that one from Timberline Farms. So it should be a lot of fun there. What else? Okay, so October 3rd at Warhorse Harley Davidson, there's Ocala's Cars and Coffee. The Ocala Art and Food Festival on October 2nd. That's from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Cops and Cars Car and Truck Show. That's on October 2nd from 1 to 6. Hacking It for Hospice. There's a charity golf tournament at the Country Club of Ocala. That's October 7th from 7 a.m. to noon. Of course, we have the First Friday Art Walk. That's on October 1st. So excited about that. That is so much fun. There's all these different booths and all these different artists and some hands-on artistry that you can do yourself. I mean, it's a lot of fun. The stores and the restaurants and stuff stay open late, and it's like the best date night idea ever, just saying, because you can just kind of stroll around and like pop into stores, have some dinner. It's awesome, just checking out all this stuff. And of course there's live music. I mean, you can't do an event in Ocala without live music. It's just unheard of. A really cool thing that we actually have found is this comedy. It's at this restaurant. I did a YouTube video about it just recently. But there's this comedy club kind of thing that pops up every other Saturday night over in Bellevue. So they have it on October 2nd. It's from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Get the tickets early. They're only like $10. It's in our little restaurant in Bellevue. I know. I was like, we were going down there. I told my husband that there was a really, really good comedian that I really wanted to see. And I was like, she's played at the Apollo. She's really good. She's really funny. Tanya Lee, and she's awesome. And he's like, okay, so we get in the car. I got my tickets way in advance, thankfully, because they sold out. He gets in the car and he's like, okay, where are we going to this comedy club? And I'm like, oh, Bellevue. And he's like, Bellevue? And it's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, we're going to Bellevue. And he's like, it's not like, you know, at the Riley Center. It's not downtown on the square. We're going to Bellevue for a comedy club. And I'm like, well, it's a restaurant. And yeah, they've got like a comedy thing every other Saturday night. He's like, okay. But we had the best time. They had like four different comedians. Of course, Tanya Lee was, of course, the best. I mean, she was just, oh, she was so awesome. Absolutely awesome. But yeah, we had a great time. So she actually has a TikTok channel that's hilarious. So feel free to add her. She's definitely on my TikTok thing. My daughter came in just a few minutes ago. Sideline. I know how I digress. I know. But no, my daughter came in, Lexi. She goes, Mom, she goes, have you seen these older people that they have on TikTok? They're just so great. I just love watching them. And I was like, oh yeah, I've seen some, you know, they're really funny. And you know, the ones I have, they're like in their 80s and stuff. And they're in a nursing home and, you know, they're dancing and stuff. And they have a lot of fun and it's really fun watching them or whatever. So I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, I've seen them. They're really good. I was like, you know, some of them are dancers and stuff and, you know, retired and, you know, they're really cool to watch. And she goes, well, I don't know about that. She goes, but yeah, check them out. Y'all, they were in their late 50s, if that, okay? I was like, that's not old. That's around the corner for me. Like, oh my goodness. So her idea, it's just all about context, but her idea of elderly people and my idea of elderly people, two totally different things. But I have found out, there's like crows out here. I have found out thanks to TikTok that I am not uncool. I actually am part of this generation called Gen X. And I thought like my parents were just crazy or something the way they raised us. But apparently it was an entire generation of feral children. We were like, whew, we were kind of raised by ourselves. So I thought it was just my family that was weird. No, the whole generation, they're totally whacked. So like latchkey kids and stuff like that, that was all my generation. So yeah, TikTok is great for that. So it's been really fun kind of watching like, oh yeah, we did that. Yeah, I don't know how we survived either. Yeah, so I have a TikTok channel. It's just under my name. But it is a lot of fun. You know, it's definitely, I guess everybody that watches stuff on there, you got like the attention span of a goldfish because they're like really, really short videos. So if you get sick of my rambling at any particular point, you can go on TikTok and then you can have like, you know, it's like 60 seconds. It's really, really fast. So, all right, more stuff. There is more. I told you guys, like in Ocala, once we hit like October, even late September, there is stuff constantly going on. So I still have a long list. All right. What else is going on is the Insomniac Theater Company is doing Baskerville Sherlock Holmes Mystery, and that's September 30th through October 2nd at the Riley Art Center. The Riley Art Center is really cool. I should do a video of that for you guys. It's really, really neat. I don't know why I haven't yet. I gotta get out more. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta work, you know? I mean, I do work. We did talk about the First Friday Art Walk. Free first Saturday, so the admission to the Appleton Art Museum, that is free from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it's like the first Saturday of every month, so feel free to stop in there. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know what is up with this crow. It's like just circling above my head. I am not roadkill. I know. They're like talking to each other right above my head, so I'm sorry. They're kind of loud. It's loud, right? It's just in the trees. There's dragonflies like crazy. Do you see all the dragonflies? Probably not. My camera's not that great, but there's like, I don't know, 10 or 20 of them up there. We got big dragonflies here. We got big everything here. All right, the Ocala Art and Food Festival, that is on October 2nd. We talked about that. There's the Ocala Civic Theater has got a new play called Paper Thin, and that runs October 14th through the 31st. Probably gonna drag my husband to that. Actually, it's not dragging. He really likes going to the Ocala Civic Theater. We've got the 54th annual Ocala Arts Festival. That's, I guess it's different than the Art and Food Festival because this actually runs October 23rd and 24th, and it's also downtown Ocala. So over at Shalom Park, they're going to be releasing the ladybugs. So there's this thing called Let's Get Buggy, and it's also a garden show. It's over at Shalom Park. It's October 24th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Of course, they'll have live music, but it literally, they're releasing 100,000 ladybugs into the park because, of course, they eat aphids, which is awesome. So, and you can actually help participate in that. So if you really like ladybugs or if you really just want to like hang out or whatever, that is the day to go for sure. Just go to shalompark.com. Remember, it's O's. There's no A in Shalom. Okay, heads up because I always spell it wrong. All right. There's the Ocala International Horse Show. That's over at the World Equestrian Center on October 26th through the 30th. Gilbert Gottfried is coming. He's going to perform on November 6th over at the Riley Arts Center. So much stuff. Over at Grand Oaks, there's the Equine Hunter and Jumper events. That's October 9th through the 10th. I'm telling you, there's just so much, like literally so much going on. I'll try and condense it so it's just for the weekend or whatever, but there's just so much going on. Anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well and you are enjoying the gorgeous weather where you're at as well. Fall is definitely my favorite time of year by far. It's absolutely gorgeous and I love it, but especially since, I don't know, the heat is kind of gone and it's just really great time for us to go to the beach and just hang out and enjoy downtown even. And it's just really a lot of fun. So hopefully you're doing the same thing in your towns and your areas. And if not, come visit Ocala. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.